Okay, Happy New Year's, everybody. I'm at the Gateway Classic Cars of Philadelphia. It's located in Runnymede, New Jersey. I noticed online that there's some new cars that came in, so we're going to check them out. And, maybe it's going to be on your wish list. All right, sit back and enjoy. Okay, the first car up is a 1972 Corvette convertible, going for $59,000. It has a 350 V8 engine underneath the hood, paired up with a 3-speed automatic transmission. It has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, power brakes, and power steering. 1972 was the last year of the chrome front and rear bumpers. '72 Corvettes are often considered the best balance of classic styling and modern drivability. Okay, next up we have a 1957 Chevy 210, going for $108,000. Underneath the hood, it's got the LS1 V8 engine, paired up with an automatic transmission. It has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, leather interior, power brakes, and power steering. The LS1 engine is known for excellent reliability and mod potential. Aluminum construction made it lighter than many small blocks, making it one of the most popular engines for swaps worldwide. This is a sports car that you don't see on the road every day. It's a 2012 Fisker EV Karma, going for $39,000. This four-door luxury sedan is a plug-in hybrid with a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline four-cylinder GM Ecotec engine. This power plant was matched up with a single-speed reduction gear automatic transmission. The Fisker was designed by Henry Fisker, famed BMW and Aston Martin designer. The 2012 Fisker Karma came with a solar panel roof as a standard feature that was integrated into the body and helped generate electricity for the vehicle's electrical systems. The Fisker was one of the first luxury plug-in hybrids sold in the U.S. The interior is made out of sustainable materials, like reclaimed wood and eco leather. The Karma came with 255/35 R22 tires in the front and 285/35 R22 tires in the rear. Okay, here we have a 1970 Ford Mustang going for $54,000. It has a 347 V8 engine underneath the hood, paired up with a 4-speed manual transmission. (1970) was the last year of the original 1965 to 1970 Mustang body. The 347 cubic inch engine is usually a Ford Windsor 302 small block stroked and produced approximately 375 to 450 horsepower. This engine delivers big block-like torque in a small block package. Okay, next up we have a 1969 Corvette. Underneath the hood, it's got a 427 V8 tri-power engine, which produced 400 horsepower. This was mated to a M20 4-speed manual transmission and 3.08 rear gears. This car has air conditioning, power windows, power steering, tilt and telescopic steering wheel, and AM/FM radio. And this vet's going for $72,000. (1969) had the highest Corvette production of the C3 era. Next up we have a 1966 Chevy Chevelle SS Super Sport going for $80,000. Underneath the hood we have a 396 V8 engine which produced 325 to 375 horsepower depending on the engine options, and this was mated to a 4-speed Muncie transmission. This car comes with an AM/FM radio, power brakes, rally wheels, tilt steering wheel, and vinyl interior. (1966) is the first year for the SS 396, and it's considered the birth of the Chevelle muscle car reputation. Here's a 1999 Ford Mustang GT 35th Anniversary Edition, going for $26,000. Underneath the hood is a 4.6-liter V8 engine, which produced 260 horsepower and 302 pounds of torque. And this was paired up with a 5-speed manual transmission. This car has air conditioning, AM/FM radio cassette tape, a CD player, cruise control, leather interior, power brakes, power locks, power steering, power seats, and power windows. These cars are becoming a collectible modern Mustang. Okay, here we have a 1933 Plymouth Sedan going for $46,000. I taped this about 3 weeks ago too, when the car first came in. This has a 383 V8 engine paired up with a auto transmission. The body is sporting a very nice candy apple red paint. The car has air conditioning, aluminum wheels, AM/FM radio, and CD player. Popular with families during the Great Depression, Plymouth was marketed as a low-cost, dependable alternative to Ford and Chevys. 383 V8s are built from a Chevy 350, which produced 350 to 450 horsepower and 400 to 450 pounds of torque. Okay, here we have a 1969 Mustang Mach 1 going for $95,000. It has a 428 V8 Cobra Jet engine, which produced 335 horsepower standard and 440 pounds of torque. And this was mated to a 4-speed manual transmission. 1969 was the first year for the Mach 1 package. The Cobra Jet is one of the most collectible Ford engines today. High torque from the Cobra Jet engines made these cars popular on the drag strip. Around 2,900 to 3,000 Cobra Jet option Mustangs were built in 1969. Here's a real nice 2000 Custom Corvette, going for $40,000. Underneath the hood is a LS1 V8 engine, which produced 470 horsepower, and this was mated to an automatic transmission. This car was on the cover of September 2010 Corvette magazine. Fifth generation C5 Corvettes debuted in 1997 with many improvements over the C4 Corvettes. This car has some very nice airbrushing underneath the hood. Okay, here's a nice 1991 Jaguar XJS V12 going for $21,000. Underneath the hood is a 5.3 liter V12 engine, which produced 295 to 321 horsepower and 400 pounds of torque. And this was mated with a 4-speed automatic transmission. This car has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, cruise control, custom wheels, leather interior, power brakes, power door locks, power steering, and power windows. XJS V12 was one of the longest-lived sports cars produced from 1975 to 1996. The V12 was known for silky smoothness and effortless power. Next up, we have a 1964 Chevy C10 going for $27,000. Underneath the hood, it has a straight 6-cylinder, 230 cubic inch engine, which produced 140 horsepower and 210 pounds of torque. And this was mated to a 3-speed manual transmission. Part of Chevy's second generation CK series from 1960 to 1966, these trucks were known for reliability and simple mechanics. The inline 6-cylinder engines were fuel efficient and durable, ideal for farm and work trucks. Here's a 1951 Ford F1 pickup, going for $46,000 even. Nope. Underneath the hood, we have a V8 engine, which is mated to an automatic transmission. This truck has an AM/FM radio with cassette tape player, power brakes, power steering, rally wheels, and tilt steering wheel. This 1951 Ford truck was part of the first generation F-Series, which was built from 1948 to 1952. Okay, here we have a 1965 Pontiac Catalina convertible going for $27,000. Underneath the hood, we got a V8 engine, and it's paired with an automatic transmission. The Catalina was Pontiac's full-size, mid-tier model between the Star Chief and the Bonneville. Known for a smooth ride and V8 power at a reasonable price in its era. Here's a 2011 Chevy Camaro SS, going for $37,000. Underneath the hood is a 6.2-liter V8 engine, which produced 426 horsepower and 420 pounds of torque, and this was mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. This is a 5th generation Camaro, which were produced from 2010 to 2015 and marked the modern muscle revival. The LS3 engine is a direct descendant of the legendary small block Chevy. Okay, here we have a 1957 Chevy Bel Air going for $59,000. Underneath the hood is a 383 V8 engine mated to a 5-speed manual transmission. This car has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, power brakes, power steering, and a very nice custom white interior. The 1957 Bel Air is famous for its tail fins, chrome trim, and iconic grille. Here's a 1972 Chevy Nova going for $66,000. Underneath the hood is a V8 engine paired up with a 5-speed manual transmission. This car has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, power brakes, and power steering. The lightweight body made it a drag racing favorite. 1972 was considered one of the best looking Novas of the early 70s. This one's been here for a little while. Here we have a 1964 Pontiac GTO convertible going for $71,000. Underneath the hood we have a V8 engine mated up to an automatic transmission. This car has an AM radio, power brakes, power steering, and power windows. The 1964 GTO is often credited as the first true American muscle car. GTO stands for Gran Turismo Omologato. Okay, next up we have a 1963 Buick Skylark convertible going for $25,000. Underneath the hood it has a 215 cubic inch V8 engine which produced 155 to 200 horsepower, and this was mated to a 2-speed power glide transmission. In 1963 was part of the first generation Skylark, which were built from 1961 to 1963. These cars were known for a smooth ride and luxury touches at a lower price than the Riviera. Okay, next up we have a 2008 Corvette convertible going for $37,000. Underneath the hood is a 6.2 liter V8 engine which produced 430 horsepower and 424 pounds of torque, and this was mated to an automatic transmission. This is a 6th generation Corvette which was produced from 2005 to 2013. 2008 marked the introduction of the LS3 engine for the base model, which replaced the LS2. Okay, here we have a 2002 Firebird Trans Am, which is going for $25,000. Underneath the hood we have a 5.7 liter V8 engine which produces 325 horsepower and 350 pounds of torque, and this is mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. 2002 was the final production year for the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am and Formula, marking the end of a 35-year era. The LS1 engine is reliable, shares components with the Corvette, and responds well to modifications. Okay, here we have a 1994 Land Rover Defender going for $72,000. Underneath the hood we have a 3.5 liter V8 engine which produced 135 horsepower and 200 pounds of torque, and this was mated to a manual transmission. This truck has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, leather interior, power brakes, power locks, power steering, and power windows. Here we have a 1957 Thunderbird going for $29,000. Underneath the hood, we have a 312 cubic inch V8 engine, which produced 245 to 300 horsepower, depending on the engine option, and 300 pounds of torque. And this was mated to a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission. 1957 marked the second year of the 2-seat Thunderbird before it became a 4-seater in 1958. This is another car that I taped before. It's a 1963 Ford Thunderbird convertible going for $59,000. Underneath the hood, we have a V8 engine paired to a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission. This car has an AM/FM radio, automatic convertible top, power brakes, power seats, power steering, and power windows. (1961 to 1963) was known as the Bullet Bird. The car received slimmer, more squared-off styling with a lower roofline and sporty personal luxury profile. Next up, we have a 1968 Ford Mustang going for $29,000. Underneath the hood, we have a V8 engine paired up with a 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission. 1968 marked minor styling updates, such as side marker lights, which were a federal requirement, grille changes, revised taillights, and optional rear seat shoulder belts. Okay, here's a 1958 Chevy Apache going for $54,000. Underneath the hood, we have a V8 engine, and that's paired to a automatic transmission. This truck has air conditioning, AM/FM radio, and power steering. 1958 marked the first year the Apache name was introduced for Chevrolet's 1/2 ton and 3/4 ton pickups. Styling updates included wraparound windshields, redesigned grille, and sleeker fenders. Collectors today prize restored 1958 Apache pickups for their classic 1950s styling, V8 engine options, and historical significance in the Chevy's pickup lineup. Here's a 1953 Chevy 4400 series truck going for $25,000. Underneath the hood is a straight 6-cylinder engine paired up with a 4-speed manual transmission. The 4400 series was Chevy's 1.5 ton pickup designed for heavier commercial and farm use compared to the lighter 3100 and 3600 series. Okay, here we have a 1974 Volkswagen Beetle going for $19,000. This car has a 4-cylinder that's mated up to a automatic transmission. This car would have gotten you 25 to 30 miles per gallon. 1974 marked one of the last years for the classic round-back Beetle design in North America, before safety and emissions regulations began changing bumpers and other features. Okay, this is the last car for today. We have a 1963 Buick Skylark convertible going for $29,000. This car has a V8 underneath the hood, which is mated to an automatic transmission. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and check out my other videos at Raw Classic Car channel.